Hey there. Ready to uncover Japan's hidden side? If you're anything like me, you've seen a million videos about Tokyo. Kyoto, don't get me wrong, they're brilliant, but Japan is so much more than the big smoke. Places that aren't crawling with tourists, where you can actually soak in authentic culture and not elbow a stranger just to see something cool. So I went on a mission, a proper adventure, hunting hidden gems off the beaten track. This isn't your average travel guide. This is for explorers who want the real Japan. We're diving into must-see spots you've probably never heard of. Ancient castles, gardens like paintings, food that'll change everything you thought about Japanese cuisine. It's the full experience. Sights, sounds, tastes, amazing people. Get comfy, grab a snack. Let's get into Japan's 5 best-kept secrets. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Let's do it. First up is Kanazawa. People call it Little Kyoto, but honestly, that's doing it a disservice. This place has a vibe all its own, and you can actually walk around without being part of a human traffic jam. The crown jewel is Kenroku Garden, one of Japan's 3 most beautiful. From there, wander the Higashichaya district, where geishas entertain patrons. And you can't miss the Nagamachi Samurai district, a living, breathing part of history. Now, let's talk about the shiny stuff. Kanazawa produces 99% of Japan's domestic gold leaf. 99%. That's insane. And they put it on everything. You can see artisans painstakingly hammering gold into paper-thin sheets. And the best part, you can eat it. I had a gold leaf ice cream cone, and let me tell you, it's the most bala thing I've ever eaten. It doesn't really taste of anything, but who cares? You're eating gold. It's a completely unique experience you'll probably only find here. Of course, we need to talk about the food. Beyond the gold ice cream, Kanazawa is a foodie paradise because it's right by the Sea of Japan. The seafood is ridiculously fresh. Head over to the Omicho Market, which is this bustling, chaotic, amazing place that's been the city's main market for centuries. You can get the most incredible sushi and sashimi bowls for breakfast. Yeah, sushi for breakfast. It's a game changer. The energy in there is electric, with vendors yelling and locals jostling to get the best catch of the day. The local crafts here are also top-notch. Besides the gold leaf, they're famous for kageyuzen, silk dyeing and kutani ware pottery. You can visit workshops and see these masters at work, creating these incredibly intricate and beautiful pieces by hand. You can even try your hand at decorating your own plate or chopsticks. So why is Kanazawa a hidden gem? It's got the history, the culture, the gardens and the food you can get from the Samurai district to the Geisha district and then to a world-class garden, all on foot. It's accessible, it's beautiful, and it feels like you've discovered a secret the rest of the world hasn't caught onto yet. It's the perfect blend of old and new, and it just has this relaxed, sophisticated charm. You can spend your morning exploring a 400-year-old castle, your afternoon in a perfectly manicured garden, and your evening eating some of the freshest seafood on the planet. Next stop, we're heading to a place that's even more off the radar, Matsu. Known as the City of Water, it's nestled between 2 lakes and connected by a network of canals. The star of the show is Matsu Castle, one of only 12 original surviving castles in Japan. Its main keep is still the original wood from the 17th century. One of the best things to do is take a boat tour on the castle moat. Matsu also has a massive connection to tea culture. Sipping matcha here, you just feel a sense of calm wash over you. The sunsets in Matsu are legendary. Every evening, people watch the sky explode with color over the lake. Because it's less touristed, you can wander the old samurai street and it's quiet. The dish you have to try is Izumo Soba, served in a unique 3-tiered box. In a country that can feel crowded, Matsu is an oasis of calm. Next, we're heading to Niigata City, Japan's agricultural heartland. It's famous for 2 things, incredible rice and world-class sake. The pure mountain water and amazing rice make the sake here clean and crisp. One of the coolest things is Ponshuken, a sake tasting spot where you sample from a wall of over 100 vending machines. Beyond the booze, Niigata has a stunning, rugged coastline on the Sea of Japan. It's brilliant. The locals really get into it, and the atmosphere is amazing. It's a great way to see the community come together and celebrate its culture. It's loud, it's fun, and it's very Japanese. For something a bit different, Niigata was one of the first ports to open to foreign trade back in the 19th century. As a result, there's some cool old Western-style architecture in the port area, like the former Niigata Customs House. It's interesting to see these buildings mixed in with the Japanese cityscape. Outdoor activities are a big deal here too. In winter, the mountains of Niigata Prefecture get some of the heaviest snowfall in the world, making it a massive destination for skiing and snowboarding. But even just outside the city, you can go hiking, explore the wetlands, or just enjoy the vast flat rice paddies that stretch as far as the eye can see. It's a landscape that feels very different from the mountainous terrain of central Japan. So why is Niigata a hidden gem? It's not a city that panders to tourists. It's a real working port city with a proud identity built on its food, its drink, and its connection to the sea. You come here to eat and drink like a king, to experience a more modern, industrial side of Japan, and to see a landscape that is both beautiful and productive. It's for the traveller who is curious about where Japan's best food comes from. It's a place that shows you that Japanese culture isn't just about the past. It's a living, breathing thing that's also about craftsmanship in food and drink. It's about the pride of the farmer and the fisherman, visiting a Sake brewery and talking to the master brewer, or eating sushi made from fish that was in the ocean that morning. That's a cultural experience. That's just as valid and interesting as visiting a 1,000-year-old temple. Niigata is raw, it's real, and it's bloody delicious. Okay, for our fourth secret spot, we're heading deep into the mountains of Gifu Prefecture to a place called Takayama. If Kanazawa was a time machine, Takayama is a full-on time capsule. This place is one of the best preserved old towns in all of Japan, and because it was so isolated in the mountains for centuries, it developed its own, unique and really distinct culture. Walking into the old town here feels like you've literally walked onto a movie set. The main draw is the Sanmachi Suji district, the old town. The streets are lined with these beautiful dark timber buildings that date back to the Edo period. There are Sake breweries with their traditional sugidama hanging outside. There are little shops selling local crafts and street food stores everywhere. The best part is that there are no power lines or modern signs. It's been kept so authentic, it's just incredible for photos. You can just spend hours getting lost in the little alleyways. Now we have to talk about the beef. You might have heard of Kobe beef, but in Japan, Hida beef from this region is just as famous. It's this incredibly marbled, melt-in-your-mouth beef that is just next-level delicious. Hida beef skewers on the street, Hida beef sushi, Hida beef steak, sukiyaki. I'm not exaggerating when I say it's one of the best things I've ever eaten. It's a must-try. Takayama is also famous for its festivals, which are considered among the best in Japan. The Takayama Festival happens twice a year in spring and autumn. They bring out these massive ornate floats called yatai. These things are hundreds of years old, covered in intricate carvings, gold leaf, and detailed metalwork. They parade them through the old town, and at night, they're covered in hundreds of paper lanterns. It's an absolutely spectacular sight. If you can time your visit for one of the festivals, you're in for a treat. Because of its location, Takayama is known as a gateway to the Japanese Alps. It has this cool mountain town feel. The air is crisp and clean. From here, you can easily take day trips to places like the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Shirakawa Goal, or go hiking in the nearby mountains. It makes a perfect base for exploring the wider Hida region, which is packed with natural beauty. To get a feel for the history, you should visit the Takayama Jinya. It's the only surviving government office of its kind from the shogunate era. You can walk through the offices, the conference rooms, the interrogation room, and the rice storehouses. It gives you a fascinating insight into how this remote region was governed hundreds of years ago. The craftsmanship here is also a big deal. See the lattice work of the old buildings and the intricate carvings on the festival floats. You can visit places like the Hida Folk Village, an open-air museum with traditional houses. You can see how people lived and worked and even try your hand at some local crafts. While it's getting more popular, it's still nowhere near as crowded as the major cities. It's a place that's proud of its traditions. Spring blossoms, lush summer, autumn colours, and a magical snowy wonderland in winter. It's a year-round destination. Last on our tour is Matsumoto, home to the magnificent Matsumoto Castle. Nicknamed the Crow Castle for its striking black exterior, it's an original, not a reconstruction. Climb the steep wooden stairs for a breathtaking view of the city and the Japanese Alps. The city also has a vibrant art scene. Matsumoto is the perfect base camp for the Japanese Alps, with incredible access to pristine hiking trails. The food has its own local flavour, from incredible soba to horse sashimi. And Nakamachi Dori Street has converted old storehouses into cool cafes and galleries. It's a city that perfectly blends history, art, and nature. And there you have it, legends. 5 absolutely incredible places in Japan that you've hopefully never considered visiting before. Fast-paced montage of the 5 locations: Kanazawa, Matsu, Niigata, Takayama, Matsumoto, Each place has its own story and flavour. Each has its reason to be at the top of your travel list. This is the Japan beyond postcards and blockbuster cities. The point of this trip was to connect with the real Japan. Quiet dedication of a craftsman. Taste of rice grown in the same fields for generations. The epic silence of a mountain view. It's about slowing down, getting a bit lost. Being open to unplanned experiences. Not just ticking things off a list. Creating memories that stick. I hope this inspired you to dig a little deeper on your next adventure. Thanks for coming along on this journey with me. If you enjoyed the video, slap that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. More adventures coming. Tell me in the comments which spot you'd visit first. Stay legendary. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.